Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. A lot of stuff as usual to talk about. Let's get right to it. First up on the list, the brand new Mazda 3 is in the news. We actually got a little bit more news on this vehicle. All new bodywork, all new interior, but the thing that Mazda is most proud of is a brand new touchscreen infotainment system. It's going to be on the interior of the vehicle, which is pretty impressive, especially at this particular price point for having this kind of technology when it comes to this. Also, we got some technology as far as what the powertrain is going to be. It either comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder or a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. Both of them petrol models. No word on whether a diesel variant, but I'm assuming there will be a diesel variant when it comes to the UK market. And hopefully it'll come over here as well. We'll see. And guaranteed there's going to be a Sky Active version of this thing, so we'll get a couple other models coming soon. Next up on the list, Ford showing off this brand new Ford F-150 Tremor. The new Ford F-150 Tremor is actually a little wink, wink, nod, nod to the old Ford Lightning. Remember that sucker? Especially the second generation that came with that big supercharged V8. This particular model comes with a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged EcoBoost 4-cylinder. Shouldn't say 4-cylinder, say V6 I should say. The EcoBoost V6 puts out 350 brake horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they're going to have this sucker's going to have 410 gears in the rear of it. And you can also get it in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive trim. It also comes with an electronic locking rear differential, which I would think, at least in the 2-wheel drive trim, could mean this sucker could do some pretty mean power slides. I don't know if you really want to do power slides in a big pickup truck like this, but I had an old pickup truck that I used to power slide all the time. I probably shouldn't have said that. Now, this particular model comes with the FX package, which has got a lot of sweet stuff as far as giving it color-keyed trim to make it look all nice. Not to mention it comes with a total bespoke 20-inch wheels for this model. That'll be for this model and this model alone. Pretty slick piece of kit. It's going to be coming out from Ford very, very soon. And we'll keep you in tune on what the pricing and availability is going to be on this truck. Be coming from the SVT group from Ford very soon. Next up on the list, Jaguar showing off this brand new CX75 concept that they showed off at, I think it was the Paris Motor Show back in 2010, I want to say. Fantastically gorgeous automobile. And Jag said that they would never build this vehicle. Back in the concept days, it came with turbine engines that actually powered a generator, that fed juice to the electric batteries, that fed power to the electric drivetrain that actually made the car operate. Now, Jag said they would never build this, but there was a lot of rumors floating about that this thing actually would come out maybe someday, but maybe a petrol or a diesel version of this thing. Now, apparently, Jaguar has done just this. They've actually been developing this car over the past several years, and there's a nice little video that's up on the Motor Cars Enthusiasts Facebook page. You can hit the link down in the show notes if you want to check it out. Pretty interesting video where they want to take on all comers, the best fuel economy vehicles on the planet and the best supercars on the planet. They say that they'll beat it all, so interesting talk. Now, the vehicle has become a hybrid vehicle, and it has twin electric engines to run the front wheels that are going to be creating 390 brake horsepower, but the real piece of kit that's trick is in the back. The 1.6-liter 4-cylinder that's turbocharged and supercharged. And it's going to be putting out an eye-watering 502 brake horsepower. Hugely impressive. And they're talking 0 to 60 numbers around 3.4 and top speed around 205 miles an hour. Pretty trick piece of kit. They've been developing it for a while in a neat video. If you want to check it out over on the Facebook page. Next up on the list is a picture of the brand new Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Premier Edition. The Premier Edition means back in June 30th of 1953, the first ever Chevrolet Corvette. Now all these years later, June 28th of 2014, or 2013 I should say, the first 2014 Chevrolet Corvette left the factory floor. This particular model, being the Premier Edition, means it's a special edition model. There's only going to be 500 units of it. All of them in Laguna Blue, this particular color. It also comes with the 3LT package, which is the top-of-the-line trim package with all the goodies on it. Also comes with the Z51 drivetrain and suspension package and the magnetic ride control. So this thing gets the top of the line, all the greatest and the goody fantastic parts. Every box checked as far as the option list are concerned, including the Stinger hood and a bunch of Premier Edition badging. Now, the vehicle's only going to be 500 units, so if you want to get your hands on one, you better get down to your Chevrolet dealership right now. Next up on the list, the folks over at Holden over in Australia took this particular model. This is the SSV Ute, and took it to the Nürburgring Nordschleife Loop and set them a record, the fastest ever commercial or utility vehicle to ever lap the Nürburgring. Now, let's talk a little bit about what they did to this automobile. And Holden's being very forthright, as a lot of times when people set records at the Nürburgring, there's been some tricks done to it. Apparently this vehicle is totally stock, but a couple of things. They took off the speed limiter, which actually reduces the top speed of the vehicle. I'm assuming the speed limiter would probably be 155 miles an hour. I don't know what this car would run without it. It would be pretty impressive to know. Also, they changed the camber settings, at least, on the front wheels. If you talk about negative camber, you lean the top of the wheels in. Positive camber, you lean the wheels out. Well, they gave it a little bit of negative camber, which allows it, when you throw it into a corner, get a little bit bigger tire patch actually touching the pavement, which helps in handling a little bit in shoveling it around, as it will. Now, this particular car made a pretty impressive lap of 8 minutes and 19.47 seconds. Now, to put that in a little bit of context, the sister vehicle to this vehicle, the Chevrolet Camaro SS, actually did it in 8 minutes and 22 seconds, and the Lexus ISF did it in 8 minutes and 18 seconds. So, pretty impressive company, not to mention that this thing's the fastest commercial or utility vehicle to ever lap the ring. And on a personal note, I think that the Ute is amazing and fantastic, and I wish they would build it here in the States, but I know there's no real marketing model that will actually work for this particular vehicle, so I'll never ever see it. But Chevrolet, if you're listening, build an SS Ute and put it on sale. I'd love to see it. Not to say that I would buy one, but I would love to see it nonetheless. Gran Turismo 6 is in the news again. Gran Turismo 6 got the drop date of November 28th of 2013. Well, the trick is, July 2nd now, which is coming very, very soon, you can get the free demo, all free, and you can get a little bit of piece of the action of the new Gran Turismo 6. But if you want to pre-order the game and not stand in line for it, not sure if you'd really have to stand in line for it, but if you want to pre-order this game, and if you want to do it from one of the bigger companies, Amazon that is, get some free goodies. How about 1 million in-dollar games that you can use on anything you want? Performance parts, cars. It means you don't have to start at $0 inside the game. You can start with 1 million, which is going to mean that you're going to have some pretty cool stuff right off the bat. Also comes with some cool cars. The BMW Z4 GT3 race car, the Nissan GTR GT3 race car, the Tesla Model S, and also the brand new Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. So not a bad little kit if you want to pre-order from Amazon. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. Like I say, if you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, you don't have to be a member. Just hit down in the show notes. You can check out that CX75 video from Jaguar. You can actually check out a nice little video that Holden put out about that ring record, at least the first edition of that video, that is. The first of, I think it's a 3-part special. And if you're a member of Facebook, you can give us a like and get all the latest stuff that we put out there, pictures and videos and stuff that we put up every day. Also, you can subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they're out. That's all there was I thought was worth talking about. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.